Hello, this is Raina with Lilo Crafts coming on today with a project for Saturday morning makes. And so what I am going to be sharing today is how you go about making one of these cute little coffee cup or hot cocoa cup mugs that are ornaments. And what I'm using is this Dollar Tree wood base. And here is what I will be making today. I am trying to redo my Christmas tree in gingerbread and peppermints this year. And so I am going to continue on with that theme and use these as Christmas ornaments on my tree. So what you will need is a base. You will need some scissors or an X-Acto knife. I'm going to use the X-Acto knife, so then you'll need like some kind of base below it, so it doesn't cut your surface. Today I'm going to use tinsel, but you're just going to need some kind of trim that you put on right here. I'm going to use embossed paper for my top, and I'm going to use, you need some paper for the base, which I'm going to use that. And then you need some kind of decoration. So I'm going to use a silver tulle rosette. I'm going to use some peppermints. I'm going to use a portion of this holographic straw. I basically just cut my straw into 3 pieces for these. So I'm going to use my last piece of that. I'm going to use a little bit of twine, but you could use anything. You could use the same ribbon. I'm going to use a ribbon for a bow. So today I'm going to use this red and white striped one. And then I'm going to still make my third gingerbread. So you'll need a sentiment if you want to put a sentiment, and you'll need like a gingerbread cutout. So let's go ahead and jump on in. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to, and you're going to need glue and some hot glue. So for the glue, what I'm going to do is put the glue directly onto the wood veneer right here. I'm going to move these ones a little bit out of the way. And I'm going to put the whipped topping on the top. And I like to use embossed paper because I just think it gives it a little bit more movement, kind of like as if you use that like Ready Whip can and sprayed the whipped cream on the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. I'm going to flip it over and decide how high up I really want that to go. And I'm kind of just lining it up here with the bottom. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to get my mat out. I'm going to get my X-Acto knife out. Okay, so we've got it covered up here now. And so I'm just going to move this out of the way. And the next step would be to go ahead and put the trim right on here in the middle. And so I'm going to use this tinsel trim. It's called Tinsel Garland, and I got it on sale at Walmart a couple years ago after Christmas, during the after Christmas sale. But what's nice is it has a relatively flat background, and it is wired though, so you do have to cut it, or I like to cut it with wire cutters rather than with regular scissors, because I keep getting all those indentations in my scissors from using them on wires. So I try to keep my wires separately. So I'm just going to run a little bead of glue right between the two. And I'm going to put my tinsel right over that so that it hides that line that separates the two, or where they join together. So there is my tinsel. And then my glue gun's running out of glue, so put another stick in here or have it ready. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put on my tulle rosette. And I just made that by cutting a strip of this tulle off, and then just doing a up and down fold like this. You just pinch it in small pieces, and you just tie it right in the middle. And then it is fluffy enough if you are making tiny folds for it to go around and meet itself and make a full rosette. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right here in the middle. And I'm just going to go ahead and put my little rosette down. Okay, so now I need my gingerbread person. So I've got, what I want to do is use Nouveau drops to be able to make these raised icing on here, but you could use ribbon, you could use anything you want. And I've got a gingerbread die cut, but it's only cut out once. And so what I want to do is I'm going to just back this. I'm going to put a little glue on here. And I'm going to cut it out with white in the background. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just don't want the white showing through. But I want a base so that I have something for the Nouveau drops to adhere to. So I'm just gonna put this little gingerbread. Let's see here. I'll just put him on like that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut around the gingerbread. So what kind of plans do you guys have for this weekend? If you would type in the chat if you guys are doing anything, or type in the comments, excuse me, if you guys are doing anything fun this weekend. I'd love to hear what kind of plans you have. So for me, I'm getting ready. I'm up. It's pretty early here in California. It is about 5 o'clock in the morning, and what I am doing is, well, I'm filming this video for you, but at about 6:30 this morning, I have to leave, and I am going to help at, my husband and I are going to go help at a grocery distribution for families in need. So we love to do that, and we do it almost every Saturday. We go to where people need help in the community with our church, and we help out. So okay, so there we go. You can see I've got my gingerbread base all on. So I'm going to attach my gingerbread to my rosette. And I happen to like things on an angle a little bit. I think it adds just a little interest rather than being straight. So I'm going to go ahead, and one of the things I have found that makes it easier to attach it is to put a little foam square that I get from the Dollar Tree on the back. And you can see it doesn't have to be perfect on the back. It doesn't even show. You just want to create kind of a base for your white parts. So I'm just going to put a little hot glue on that. And now I'm going to attach him right to my rosette, and just on a slight angle. There we go. I love that. I love that. And then this time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my gingerbread holding a Christmas ornament, because he's a little bit larger. And so I have this pack of stickers that was given to me recently. I think it was given to me by Des from Des Happy to Create. And so I think I'm going to go with this little red and white striped puffy sticker ornament. So I think I'm going to glue it like that. So I'm going to put just a little bit of hot glue on the back right there to make sure that it sticks really well. So I'm going to put that right on his hand. So he is carrying a little Christmas ornament there. Okay, and then let's see here. What else can we do? Oh, I would need to make my little tag. And so I have this one here. It says Gingerbread Greetings. And this is my sentiment. And I am just going to cut this down a little bit. And then I'm going to take my little, I'm going to take a little corner rounder, I think. Let me see here. Is this my corner rounder? It is. So I'm going to use the 1/4 inch side to kind of just round these corners a little bit. So I'm just going in here and rounding those corners, just perfect, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it in red. So all I'm going to do is just glue this down to this scrap piece of paper that I've got over here. So I'm just using my regular glue for this. And I'm just going to glue it down. I'm going to glue it down with just a little bit of a margin. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this with about 1/4 of an inch or maybe 1/8 of an inch around. So just like that. Okay, and take my corner rounder on the 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to go around this again. All 4 corners. There we go. Now I have my tag. I love that. Okay, so now I just need to punch a hole in this tag so that I can run my twine through. So I don't need a big hole. I'm just going to use the small side of my crocodile. Okay, I got that. And then I'm going to go ahead and use take a small piece of twine. Or you could just even glue this directly onto the handle. You don't even need anything to do it if you don't want to hang it. I am just going to use twine, and I'm going to tie this onto the handle. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut these little ends off here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bow on. So I'm just going to, I've shown this several times how I make my bows, but I'm just going to make a cute little double ribbon here, a double bow, excuse me, with ribbon, a double ribbon. Like I said, it is a little early here in the morning, but I really wanted to participate in this Saturday morning makes. It's like my first time doing it, and I love Jillian Norwood. It is sponsored by Jillian, and she goes by Jill, and her crafts are amazing, and she loves to do gingerbread crafts. She's been doing a lot of gingerbread crafts lately. So if you like gingerbread, she is your gal. I'm telling you, she is amazing. So I'm just going to cut these little ribbon ends just on an angle like that. Okay, great. Now I've got my cute little peppermint striped bow here. I'm just going to fiddle with it just a hair. Okay, love that. That's good. So I'm just going to take my glue gun, put a little dab of glue right there on the back, and all I'm going to do is just basically put it just above where the knot for the tag was, for the Gingerbread Wishes tag. Okay, so now I'm going to put the straw on, and so what I've done is just cut a piece of straw, and then I'm just going to flatten it just by that, but just by squeezing it, it just allows me to have a little bit more surface area to glue, which makes it easier. So, I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue there, and then just gonna stick it up in my hot cocoa at whatever angle you want. And you can see here, I'm just pushing on the back of the straw. Okay, so we'll let that go ahead and dry. And now I'm just gonna put a few peppermints onto the whipped cream. And I like to use an odd number because I think it just is a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So now I've got all of my 5 little polymer clay pieces on the tie. And so you can put anything that you want on there, but I do like a little bit of bling. I think everything needs a little bit of sparkle and shine. I'm just gonna put a little hot glue right there on his bow tie. You could just do the whole thing with Nuvo drops. You definitely don't have to put bling on. So now I'm just gonna take my Nuvo drops, and I'm just gonna fill in exactly where those holes are with my Nuvo. And then I'm going to put a little bit of icing squiggle just up and down right here on his feet. And then I'm also going to put it on his hand over here. So there you have it. That is how I have made my little gingerbread hot cocoa cup. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.